Get your knees as wide as your mat and just sink down. Take a few deep breaths. Scan your body, see what's tight. Pretty disgusting day out there today, so there's a good chance to feel gross if you're anything like me. Just take a moment to see how you feel, and then you can take a moment at the end of class and see what's different. Probably be a whole different kind of gross, but this one's a gross of your own choosing.
Hey, Meg.
Yep.
She didn't mute everybody. So just tell everybody to make sure they mute themselves.
Okay, I don't think I have the ability to mute everybody. Everybody mute yourselves, please. I don't want to hear any of that. Right, Lindsay? All right, take one more inhale. On the exhale, push yourself up into a downward dog. You can pedal out your feet, walking your dog here. Loosen up the back of your legs. And start to come still. Take a big inhale here. On the exhale, lift your left foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale long, exhale, bringing your left foot forward, coming up into a high lunge. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Your head sinks between your biceps. You can add a slight back bend here if this feels good for you. Otherwise, stay center. Try to get a little deeper there. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, you can drop your hands down to your mat. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and shift your weight back, straightening the front leg, flexing the foot. Holding over that front leg. Getting rid of more of that tension from the hamstring. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, shift yourself forward into a pigeon, bringing your shin up front, back leg comes straight, open it up, the glute on that bent leg, the hip on the straight leg. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, shift yourself back up into a downward dog. Take one more breath here. On the exhale, bring your right foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, bringing that foot forward, coming into our high lunge on the other side. Adding that back bend if it feels good for you, otherwise just stay center. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, drop the hands down to the mat, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and shift your weight back, straightening the front leg, flexing the foot. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, push yourself forward into a pigeon on this side. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, push yourself back up to a downward dog one last time. Get as deep into the pose as you can here. You can probably get a little deeper now that you're a little looser. Keep your hands on the mat and slowly walk your feet up towards your hands, face forward in the forward fold. And let's inhale the half lift. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. One more time. We inhale the flat back. And exhale, drop it all the way down and you can hold. Just for a couple more breaths. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to come up. Once you're at the top, you can cross your right ankle over your left. Inhale, call. And exhale, back down into that forward fold. You're going to feel this a little more in the outside of that back leg. One more inhale here, bring it up on the exhale, cross it the other way. Inhale tall, exhale down. One more time we inhale, then we roll it back up. All right, guys, you can get started. Get yourself over to whatever you're using as your bar. You're going to want to start with your sides at the bar. Give yourself a little bit of space. You just want your hands to be able to rest on the bar. You're not putting any weight on there. We're going to begin in first position. We'll keep our feet flat to start. Our heels are together, toes are apart. Shoulders are down and back. Everything is stacked. You want to tuck the hips, scooping the hip bones forward to maintain the straight back in this position. From here, we're going to plie down and come up. Plie down and up with our feet flat and our back straight, hips tucked. You're not going to get very deep into this plie. That's okay. Just one more like this. Now we plie down. When we come up, releve at the top, drop the heels as we come back down. Quick calf lift at the top, bring it all the way down. Come up, stay up and releve now. Heels stay high. If they came apart, just walk them back together. And let's go back down into our plies, keeping our heels up now. Now that we have our heels up, you'll find you can get a little bit deeper into the plie. Now that you're going deeper, just make sure you still have that back straight, hips are still tucked. Hold this one down and pulse at the bottom. Staying up straight, you're going to feel your inner thighs activating here. Hold it steady, drop an inch lower. Now we're going to tap the knees back, pull them back to neutral. Tap the knees back. Just like the pulse, only now we're going out instead of up and down. Nothing else moves. Heels are still high. And hold, get a little bit lower. Drop the heels, come to standing. All right, starting from first position, we're going to take this into a fourth position now. So inside foot's going to stay where it is. Outside foot is going to step forward about a foot. Heels are in line. Feet are still out at that 45-degree angle. From here, we're just going to plie to start. Your back foot is probably going to come up naturally when you plie down. That is fine. Just keep that front foot flat. Make sure that your knees are tracking over your center toes here. If they're not, adjust your foot position. Adding to this now. So we're going to plie down. When we come up, that back foot is straight or flat, and the front leg points and lifts. Drop it back into where it was. We plie down. We lift it up. Plie down, lift up. You want that leg long and straight. The toes pointed. I'll show you from this direction too. Try to get it up to hip height. Again, we're focusing on the inner thighs here. This is a little bit of a weirder movement, so if you need to take the arm movement out, that's fine. Just hold on to your hip. I care about what you're doing with your legs right now. The arm is just a bone. Bring this one up. Now we're only going to do that leg lift. So stay up, lift the leg. Keep that turn out. You want to see your inner thigh when your leg comes up. Soft bend on the supporting leg. Get that leg as long as you can. Try to squeeze it a little higher every time. Hold this one up and pull. Squeezing from the inner thigh to get that pull. Hold it steady, get it a little bit higher, keep it straight, circle in like you're chasing a golf ball. We're going to get to drop this leg in just a second. Reverse. And hold, get it a little bit higher, and drop it down. Take it out, we're going to do it all over again on the other side. All right, so flip yourself around. Other side is at the bar now. Again, we're going to start from first position. So heels are together, toes are apart, everything's stacked, hips are tucked, and we're just going to start with our regular plie. So we plie down and up, feet stay flat. Nice and easy to start. Everything builds here. Now we're going to plie down, come up, releve at the top, drop the heels down. With the changing foot position here, it's important to make sure that you keep your pelvis tucked, or else you're going to find your butt popping out and an arch in your spine. That's not what you want. You want a nice flat back, like you're sliding down a wall. Stay up and releve now. Heels come together if they came apart. And plie, you'll stay as high as you can the whole time. The higher you get your heels, the harder it is. Just take a quick peek down, make sure that your knees are tracking over your middle toes. You should be able to see your big toes. Keep this one down and pulse. Back stay straight, don't lean forward. You may not get as low, but that's not the point. Feel your inner thighs firing up. Hold it steady. Drop an inch, tap the knees back. Nothing else moves. And hold. Drop the heels, come to standing. All right, starting from first position again, we're going to come to that fourth position. Inside foot stays where it is. Outside foot steps forward about a foot. I just said foot way too many times. Keep the heels in line. Feet are out at 45-degree angles. And we plie. Weird position, we'll ease into it. One more like this. Now we plie down and do that leg lift up. I forgot I can't lift this leg today. All right, plie down, leg lift up. We just did it on the other side, so you know what I meant. I'll go back to the side I started on. This leg's gonna need me tomorrow. One more here. Now keep it up. Now you're just doing those leg lifts. I don't want to do another set of these on the same side I already did. You guys keep lifting those legs. You've got 2 working legs. Enjoy it. I want to see those toes pointed, legs nice and long. Lift as high as you can. Squeezing from the inner thigh. I don't want you to see your quad as you lift down. Keep this next one all the way up, legs stay long, toes stays pointed, and we pull. Keep that turn out. Core is engaged to keep you up straight, soft bend on the supporting leg. Hold it up, tiny circles in. Nice and controlled here. Reverse. And hold high as you can, long straight legs. And drop it down. Let's do a quick quad stretch here. Grab your foot, pull it in towards your glute. Be nice, you go in front of the computer. And release, other side. And you can release that out. Let's do a quick calf series here before we finish it out on the floor. So you're gonna start facing your bar, and we'll begin in first position again. We just did a bunch of stuff first position, but that's okay, we're gonna wear it out. Face your bar, hands rest gently, just for balance, you're not putting any weight on it. Heels are together, toes are apart. Everything is engaged, nice and straight, and lift and lower. Lift those heels as high as you can. You feel them coming apart at the top, just walking in a little closer. Lift them up high, get as low as you can until you're just about to touch the mat. Then you pop it right back up. I don't want you dropping the weight. Hold this one up, hold at the top. Tiny squeeze. You're staying up at the top, you're not dropping. Just squeeze until it hurts a little bit more. Hold it steady, high as you can, and hold. You can bring your arms overhead to make it harder. If that's too hard for balance, you can keep at least one hand on the bar or both hands, as long as you keep those heels up. Slowly drop the heels. And let's move into reverse first position. This one sucks, guys, but we're gonna do it anyway. So toes are together, heels are apart. Just the opposite of first position. Everything is engaged, and let's lift. We're doing lots of calf series lately, but you know what? Summer's here. This is the time when we need to do calves. In a few months, we can go back to covering them up with glutes and G's, but for now, calves are on display. We gotta give the people what they want. Hold this one up, pulse at the top, tiny squeeze. You're barely moving. It is just a little squeeze up at the top where it hurts. This is where you feel those muscles carving out. You can almost picture those calves carving themselves out here because it hurts so bad. And hold. You can bring your arms overhead. It's kind of tricky in this position. You can give it a shot. Lower down. Let's do one more position, guys. Let's go to wide second position. So get your feet wider than hip distance apart. 45-degree angle still. It's these weird positions that really get you. And let's lift. No time to waste. Oh, this one's hard right away. This feels horrible. This is like the 4th repetition. I already hate it. But we're going to push through. Hold this one up at the top and pulse. Tiny squeezes where it hurts. Keep your core strong. Try not to put your weight on your bar. Hold it steady, arms overhead if you want to make it harder. Get the heels as high as you can. This is it for calves. And slowly lower it down. Let's stretch out those calves real quick. Don't give them any time to tighten up. So you're going to come to your bar and just keep the right foot forward, step the left foot back, and just press the heel towards the floor. You can rock your hips to the right. Try to get the different sides of the calves. Since we've worked all the different angles, we want to stretch the different angles. And rock your hips to the left. Keep pressing that heel towards the ground. Back to center, try to reach it a little bit farther. Step it up, switching out feet. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps straight back. Heel presses towards the ground. Rock your hips towards the left. And over to the right. Back to center, press it back a little bit farther if you can. Trust me, you'll be glad you did tomorrow. Or 2 days from now. Calves always takes you 2 days later. And release. All right, guys, we are going to finish out lower body on the floor. All right. I guess I have this one on the side. Okay. So you're going to lay down. That's the nice part. You're going to lay down. Your hips are stacked. You can let your head rest on your arm the whole time. Your upper body's not doing anything here. If it's more comfortable for you, you can have your head up, but that shouldn't be more comfortable for you. I'm just doing that so I can see what we're doing next. Get your legs bent in front of you. You don't want them at a full 90 degrees. Bring them down here. Keep them bent, toes are pointed, and maintaining this bend, let's just lift the top leg and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the hips stacked. You can bring the top hand down as a kickstand to keep you from rocking back and forth. Also make sure that you keep your core engaged. If you find yourself rocking back and forth, that's not what I want you to do. Feeling this in the outer thigh and the hip. Do one more here. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. Bring knee to knee and then toe to toe. You're rainbowing it over. Knee to knee, toe to toe. Never actually dropping the leg here. Feeling it carve out that whole saddlebag area. I'm already feeling this, you guys. We still have a bunch more of these to do. Well, not this particular one, but there's other stuff coming. Hate to tell you. Let's do one more of each. Knee, toe. You can close it down real quick. Bring the feet up, starting with the knees down. The bottom thigh is going to stay pressed into the mat. And we're going to come into raised clamshell. So you're just going to open wide, close it down. Make sure those hips stay stacked here. Feeling this in that side butt. Try to squeeze it up a little higher each time. When we're here, then we're gonna add to it. So we're gonna open it up, point the top leg, bring the toes back together, close it down. Open, point, toes, close. Open, point, toes, close. Let's keep this one open. Now we're just gonna point, bring the toes together, and just keep pointing. Don't drop that top leg. We're almost done with this side, guys. Don't give up now. Keep those hips stacked. Keep this one pointed and hold. And drop it down. Oh, that hurt. All right, sit up, hug that knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. You'll feel this stretch exactly where it should hurt. You can drop that top leg, let it hang loose on the bottom one, and just walk your hands down. You're probably not going to get super deep into this. You should feel it right away. If this is too much, just stay up in that hug. And walk yourself up. We still got to do it on the other side. We can. All right, so lay down on your other side. Hips are stacked. Again, you can rest your head on that bottom arm. Top hand can be your kickstand. Get those legs bent, toes are pointed. Maintaining that bend in the top leg. Let's start with just a lift. You guys lift. I will flip back to my original side. But I'm not doing that all again on one side. You guys lift. But now I'm watching you, so get good form, guys. I can see you. Keep lifting. Just kidding, you're all doing great. Just a few more here. So easy for me to say when I'm not doing them. All right, let's do one more. Then we're changing to that knee to toe tap. Knee to toe. Knee to toe. Make a nice rainbow shape here on the front so you can see. So I don't want the center of your leg to ever come down. I don't want to see this. I want to see a nice, beautiful rainbow. Carving out that whole lumpy, weird side that we get. We need to be nice and smooth for the summer. Very nice. Keep them going. We just got a few more. Let's do one more of each, knee to toe. Now you can drop it down, take a quick breath, and then we're gonna finish it up in the air with those clamshells. So get your feet up, bottom leg stays down, and we're gonna open and close. Keep those hips stacked. Your top hand is your kickstand. Don't lean into it. Make sure that you're still just on your side. Squeezing in to the hip, the saddlebag to really get that clamshell open. Don't let those feet drop. Keep them up. Nice, big movement here. All right, let's add to it. So we open, point, toes, close. Open, point, toes, close. Make sure you're fully engaging the leg on that point. one more here. Now we keep it up and we just point and bring the toes together. Don't drop that top leg.
Now my cat's watching you too. I'm making everyone self-conscious.
Just a couple more, then we're going to be done with lower body. And hold this one up, toes pointed, get that leg as long as you can. And drop it down. You can sit up, hug that leg into your chest now. Drop that top leg, let it fall onto the bottom one, and just walk yourself forward slowly. Or just continue hugging your leg if this is too much. Let's push ourselves up, feet together, knees out. Inhale tall, flat back, and come forward into a butterfly stretch. We did a lot of inner thigh work in the beginning. I know we're not thinking about our inner thighs anymore. We're too focused on how much our hips hurt. But we did do our inner thighs, so let's stretch them. Push yourself up. You can bring your legs out wide. Walk yourself down the center. And flex your feet. And point the toes. Flex the feet. Point the toes and hold. Get a little deeper. And push yourself up. You can grab your weights, come to standing, and we will get into arms. All right. So get your feet hip distance apart, soft bend in the knees so you don't strain the lower back. You guys know the drill. Everyone here tonight is a pro. All right, so start with your arms at your sides. Arms are bent at a 90-degree angle. Core is engaged, back is straight. And I'm going to turn off this light behind you because it looks annoying. From here, we're going to come into chicken wings. So lift the arms up to shoulder height, lower them down, maintaining that 90-degree bend. Just come up to shoulder height. I don't want to see you bring them up here. Use control. So squeeze up with the shoulders, come down with control using your lats. Shoulders stay down away from the ears, no strain in the neck. Keep this next one up and pulse. Hold it steady, bring the arms out wide. Soft bend in the elbows, and we're just gonna scoop over and under. Scoop over and under, like you're tracing a bowling ball here. I don't want huge scoops, but I don't want teeny tiny ones either. Enough so that you're getting a full rotation on the shoulders. You should feel this from the front of your chest, up and over, around to the shoulder blades. One more. Keep the arms out to the side. You can straighten them out and pulse. Hold them steady, don't drop yet. Flip the palms to face up, soft bend in the elbows, and we're gonna hug the moon. So we squeeze them up overhead, palms face into each other at the top, lower out to the sides, palms face the ceiling. Squeeze up, lower with control. This is gonna work your shoulders as well as your upper back. One more, but don't drop the arms yet. Keep them at shoulder height, bring them straight forward, all right? Get them parallel, and we're gonna come into a raised bicep curl here. So we're doing our biceps now, but we're still not giving our shoulders a break. Core stays strong, back stays flat. Don't arch your back here. All the work is coming from your biceps. Your shoulders should have no problem with that. One more here, don't drop yet. Bring the forearms together. Palms are facing in towards each other, coming into a prayer pulse. So we squeeze up, 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 just a couple of inches. I swear we're gonna drop after this part. I really swear. And hold, let them shake. If they're shaking, let them shake. If they're not, get them higher. And lower, down, roll out the shoulders, the moment we've all been waiting for. We're not done, but at least we are done with shoulders. All right, get your arms down at your sides, palms face in, and we're gonna kick it off with a hammer curl. Nothing crazy here. Nice hammer curl. Squeeze up, resist down, focusing on the biceps. Hold this next one halfway at 90 degrees and pulse. Squeezing from the biceps. Hold it steady. Flip the palms up. Arms come out to the side. We're going to start with the arms bent at your side, and we're going to come into a side bicep press. So we're going to press straight out. Pull it in, press it out, pull it in. You're gonna feel this in your biceps, a little bit in your chest. Make sure you're not using your shoulders. Keep the palms facing up towards the ceiling. That's gonna help you target the biceps rather than the shoulders. Push up, squeeze in. Don't just let your arms drop. I want you to squeeze it in. Keep those arms out to the side, palms face up the whole time. One more, pull it in. All right, we just got to finish it up with triceps, and triceps doesn't look too bad today, guys. Hinge forward, shoulders are down and back, core is strong, back is straight. Get those arms straight back, and we're just going to lift. Keep the arms parallel. I don't want to see them out like this. I want them nice, just grazing by your sides the whole time. Keep hinging forward. Don't pop up. That's cheating. One more here. Now keep the right arm steady. Left arm only is gonna lift.
Okay. I think we got chicken dinner. I'm gonna go back into food. I bet you can give you some.
One more on this side. Now keep the left arm steady. Right arm lifts. Keep that stable arm in line with the back. Don't let it drop. Shoulders stay down and back. One more here. Now both arms pulse. Squeeze them up at the top. Keep hinging forward. Don't let yourself pop up here. Bring it steady. Take them a little higher. Make sure they're above your back. You're going to bring one over the other and then switch. Crossing over and under. This one you're going to feel. We're almost there though. Keep hinging forward. Don't come up. If it were easy, there would be no point. One more each way and hold. Drop it down. Time to stretch. Let's windmill. Big circles. Reverse. Lower them down. Swing your arms across your chest, switching which arm is on top each time. Loosening up the back and the chest. On the next one, I want you to grab your arm, pull it across. Shoulders down, away to the chin. Eye gaze is over the shoulder, stretching out the shoulder. Swing them out, pull the other one across. Release, swing it down and up for a tricep stretch. Other way. And release down, clasp your hands behind your back, pulling back, opening up the chest, eye gaze is up towards the ceiling. Want to exercise? Release, and you can meet me on the floor for abs. All right, I'm going to turn my light back on so you can see me. All right. So you're going to lay down nice and long on your mat. And let's begin with your legs at tabletop. Knees are in line with your hips. Lower back stays pressed into the mat. Take the arms long overhead. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to roll it up. Arms come forward, peeling the shoulders off the mat. Bring it back down. Curl it up. Try to curl up a little higher each time. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat. From here, we're going to add to it. Next time you come up, you're going to press your legs out into a diagonal. Pull them back to tabletop on the way down. The lower you take that diagonal, the harder it's going to be, the more you'll fire up your lower abs. If that's too much, you can either just bring the legs straight up, or you can leave them in that tabletop. This should be a pretty slow movement, nice and controlled, focusing on the core strength, not momentum. Hold this last one up at the top. And slowly release down. You can roll yourself up. All right. From here, what do we want to do? All right. So we're going to come into boat. So you come back on your sit bones, balance on your sit bones, arms come forward, legs to tabletop. And let's just hold for a few breaths. From here, once you're nice and steady, I want us to add a toe tap. So leave the right leg where it is, left leg taps to the floor, pull back up. Now opposite leg, pull it back up. Maintain this shape in the legs. I don't want to just see you dropping your toes. I want you to lower the whole leg and lift to tap the floor. To modify, just hold low. One more each side, and hold. You can straighten out the legs if you want to make it harder, otherwise just keep it here. And release. Let's come to a quick butterfly stretch before we get into this next part. I don't want you to go into the next part with tight hips. And pull it back up. All right, so you're gonna have your legs bent here. Keep the knees hip distance apart. You can keep your feet flexed here. That's gonna help you make sure that you don't get tense in your hip flexors. We're gonna come into a little C-curve series, not the worst I've thrown at you. So you're gonna start with your arms lightly gripping behind your thighs. Not pulling onto your thighs, just lightly gripping there for balance. And we're gonna slowly roll down, curving the spine into a C shape until you feel like you can't get back up. Once you're there, we are gonna get back up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Scooping out your middle as you roll back into that C, lengthening up at the top. Now that you've got the hang of it, we can come a little bit faster, but don't come too fast. I want you to make sure that you're still using a lot of core control and not just flopping yourself around. Make sure you still have a light grip on the legs. You should be able to take your hands away. It's just there for balance. Now that we're warmed up, try to get a little bit farther back. And hold this next one all the way back, far as you can, and pulse. Just pull up an inch and down an inch, like you're doing it front. Keeping that C shape. Your abs are what are moving you here. You're squeezing those abs to create this movement. Hold it steady. Right arm stays where it is. Left arm comes up. If you bring it a little higher, that'll make it harder. Otherwise, try to keep it eye level at least. And we lift up and lower back. Keep yourself steady. All right, keeping that arm up, coming back a little farther each time. Bring it all the way back and pulse. Hold it steady, switching arms. Left arm grabs your thigh, right arm reaches forward, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lower as back as you can without switching your gap. Okay. We have the one arm up, but make sure that you're still square forward. There shouldn't be any sort of twist. Come back as far as you can every time. It should feel like you might not be able to get back up. Worst case scenario, you can't get back up. In that case, you lay down, you reset, you start over. hold this one back and pulse. All the way back in that C. You should feel your abs fully engaged here. Hold it steady. Now bring both arms up and just hold back in that C. Get a little deeper if you can. If I only have one weight on tomorrow, it's because my cat ate it. And slowly come up, back forward into that butterfly stretch, just in case you held any tension in your hip flexors there. All right, let's lay back down on our sides. Hips are stacked, knees are bent. I don't want you to have trauma from this position. This isn't going to be as bad as what we did earlier. We're just going to do standard oblique crunches here, nothing fancy. So keep everything stacked on the side. The bottom hand, you have the choice. You can either keep it down as a kickstand, or you can have it crossed over so that your hand is on your oblique so you can feel the muscle working. Get your top hand behind your head like you're doing a crunch, and then you're just going to crunch straight up to the side. So there's no twist here. It's just a straightforward oblique crunch, crunching right into that oblique. It's simple, but it is effective. Make sure that you're lowering all the way down and crunching up as high as you can every time. This isn't a big movement, but you want to make it as big as you can. Feel the oblique engage. Every time you come up, it should be rock solid. Last one, hold it up. And lower it down, switching sides. Again, hips are stacked, legs are together, bottom arm is either your kickstand, or you can just feel the work you're doing. Top hand is behind you like a crunch, and we crunch straight up. And hold this one up. Release it down. All right, guys, we got one last move here. So I want everybody to come into a forearm plank. And then, of course, we're going to add to it, right, Wendy? All right. So get yourself in your forearm plank. Your elbows are stacked underneath your shoulders. Nice straight line. Once we're there, we're going to add to it. So it's not going to look like we're doing anything, but we're going to feel it. We're going to tuck the hips and release. Tuck the hips, release. Just like we do when we're holding our pliés sometimes, we're just going to scoop those hips like you're scooping your hip bones towards your belly button. You're not really arching the spine too much. It's just your hips that are moving. So I don't want to see this. It's not cat cows. Just a hip tuck. Tiny movement, but you feel it. And hold. Drop it down into a child's pose. We're done. We're just going to stretch. Push yourself up. All right. Let's bring both feet forward, both legs forward, feet are flexed, legs are together. We're going to inhale tall and just exhale forward. push yourself up. Keep the left leg straight, cross the right leg over the left, and just take a twist here. Become a little deeper into that twist if you're starting to loosen up. Come back to center. And bring that right foot into the left thigh, bend out to the side, and just walk yourself forward over that straight leg. Push yourself back up, bring both feet together, come back down to center. Push yourself back up, right leg stays straight now, left leg crosses over, and you can take that twist on the other side. Come back to center, drop that leg to the side, get your foot to press into the inner thigh, and walk it forward. And push yourself back up. You can take your legs out wide now. Bring your arms out to the side, and take your right hand, reach it over top towards the left foot, stretching out the side body. I'm not so interested in you reaching your foot, so I don't want you to close your chest. I want your chest open, reaching over top so that we can stretch out the obliques and the lats a little bit more too. Make sure that the right hip stays down into the mat. It's gonna wanna pop up, don't let it. One more inhale here, push it up on the exhale, and switch it over to the other side. Take it back up to the middle. Inhale tall, exhale, walking it down to the center and hold. Try to get yourself a little bit deeper if you can. Breathe into it. And push yourself up. You can cross your legs. Bring your hands to your knees, and we're going to finish it up with 3 final breaths. So you can inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. And you guys are done. Have a great night, guys.